Hey guys, it's me again. I am back and I'm just kind of showing you what I'm doing today. I'm outside, as you see. Again, no ring light. I am going to get that ordered soon. I also want to get a mic as well. So if you have any suggestions on really good quality, but low price point type things for to help me record, I'd appreciate it. Basically what I'm going to do today is I've got some work to do in the yard. That's why I'm outside. A few years back, I actually bought a composter. It was like a birthday present, I think. And I had put like grass clippings in it. I just, some vegetable peels, things like that. And I had the great idea. This was my whole thought was we have dogs, obviously we feed our dogs. And so what ends up happening, and it's all in the yard. So my thought was I'll just get a composter and I'll put all of my, scraps and stuff, yard clippings, things like that, and their poop, so that it'll help, mulch it up, and then I can turn it into soil ultimately. Well, then I did some further research, and it actually turns out that you're not supposed to put your dog's waste in the mulch. So that's just a FYI for anyone out there that has one of these composters, not to put dog poop in it, because then you can't put it in your garden. So basically what I need to do today is I need to dump out the compost, which currently has just years old grass clippings and stuff. I'm going to actually pull it around to the front of the house. About a year ago they were doing, and they're still doing, construction out in front. They're working on the sewers. But about a year ago, they dug a giant hole in our front yard. And since then, they filled it back in. But since then, there's almost like a pothole or some kind of a big hole that has developed. So if I can find the clip, I'll insert a clip of them doing the digging in the yard now. There's a guy waist deep in my hole. Fill it in. Just fill it in, sir. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to dump out all of the old compost, which is not to be put in for food. It's not to be put in the food garden. I'm going to dump it out onto a tarp and try to pull it around to the front yard, and then dump it in that big hole. I'll show you the hole before I actually start dumping it in there, because it's quite impressive. Like, you could seriously break an ankle if you didn't know where it was at, or if you were just walking through the front yard. So I'll have you join me. We're gonna take a look at this compost. This is gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a heavy, dirty, nasty mess, but I'm gonna bring you along with me, so join me. Okay, so we're gonna get our tarp, and it's over here underneath the slip and slide. Here's our tarp. I'm going to show you the compost. It's over here. I don't know if you can see this composter. So this has things you can add, and it pretty well looks like dirt now. And you add water to it, and then you like spin it. And that's how it basically works. I'm going to sit you down and prop you up and see if I can catch this as I dump this out, because I have a feeling this is going to be quite a mess, but I'm going to show you. These are the guys. They're still doing the work all the way down the road. This thing has surprisingly less soil than I thought. I'm not even sure what that like debris is. I think it's leaves or it's obviously leaves of some sort. But we got it emptied out, so I'll show you the inside. It is relatively cleaned out. I feel pretty confident about that. Far less dirt than I'd hoped. So there's essentially two sections on here that you can put stuff in. So we'll get that there. And if you look at this dirt, there's really not even that much dirt. I'm not sure if this is going to fill up that hole that we have, but I'll show you the hole. We're gonna drag this over there and take a look at it. I decided to get rid of most of those leaves because they're just so dried out. So we're gonna take this soil and see if we can put it in the hole. Okay, so this is the hole, and there's leaves growing in here. Well, I guess it's not as deep as I thought it was. At one point there was like a hole really deep. You could see all the way in there. Yeah, it's very soft. It's very soft. So we're gonna put more dirt in there. So we have topped off the hole, and now we're just going to push this down. Again, this is all that dog poop and many, many years ago. And see, if I step on this, it still is just so, you sink in. Looks a little bit better. I know it has something to do with the water because it's right next to the water thing. It's like parallel to it. So, I don't know. But got that done. Okay, so now I'm going to fold up my tarp. And I should go put this in my garage because that's where it belongs. But I may leave it out here underneath the slip and slide because it's summer and I have a feeling the kids are going to want to slip and slide again soon. Oh, there's one more thing I want to show you real quick. If you watched my last video, I kind of showed you around the garden a little bit. And so I came out this morning because I needed to water the garden, as you do. And I am very excited. I think one of the reasons why I like to garden is it really gives me like a sense of, first of all, it gives me a sense of accomplishment when things actually do grow, but it also just gives me a major sense of hope because I know things will grow and they are growing and I'm pretty excited about it. So I'm going to show you what we have so far. So our sunflowers are getting even taller. Our cucumbers are big, and you can even see little tiny cucumbers coming on. There's quite a few of them around, and these are growing and spreading, but they're not going up over the arch as I had anticipated. Also, it looks like my green beans, like none of them sprouted. I don't understand why that happened. Oh, there's a bee just landed on my finger. Here's our tomato. I did water them this morning. They look very dried out. But this also is exciting. So look, these are our peas. A couple of them. I mean, they're coming. They're coming along. Something I always have to do every summer is the first time I get anything, which these are literally the first two things at all that I've harvested other than cutting off some of the herbs. but I always take one. This is very good. It's like earthy. It's refreshing. Okay guys, so that was literally it. I unloaded the composter. I am ready and I'm set to start adding more like potato peels, carrot peels, things like that. I'm not going to be putting any more dog waste in there because it says that you're not supposed to do that. So I should have researched that first, but that's okay. You know, we live, we learn. That's kind of what this is all about. You get older and you start, you know, learning these things and you're like, my gosh, I was 30 years old when I discovered that you're not supposed to put poop in a composter. So hopefully, at least if anything, just take that lesson from this video. Don't put dog poop in your composter if you're planning on putting that soil, that compost in your garden where you grow your food. So, all right, until next time, guys. Bye-bye.